Table. OPTIC is also 2-0 on payload, and if you remember yesterday for OPTIC's performance, this is where TJ is literally picking up 4 pieces that all fit in the best play within, I don't know, 10 seconds of each other from the first kill to the last. So definitely have to keep an eye on him to be doing some nutty stuff. Something I'm actually very interested in is, does anyone on OPTIC attempt to snipe? We've seen it a couple times back when they were playing UIU. Krim has tried it out. TJ's done it at times. It hasn't really gone great for him, though, I will say.
The best part was, I believe it was Scump that tweeted out, Krim trying to snipe, lol. Yes. He wasn't too fond of his teammates' performance with the sniper rifle, but I know Krim, he can snipe, it's just maybe it was a bad map. I believe he hasn't got it out just yet, but we'll see if maybe it is something that you might consider pulling out later on in the map.
Well, passive play right now from Gen G. Havoc's responsibility is just the entire flank. They got one player to watch the push coming up from mid, which frankly right now for OPTIC, there's 2 players doing it, but you talk about first bloods and the second blood. It's all going the way of Gen G. Nagafen is there for at least one trade. Karma, though, able to pick up 2 kills. Finally, he gets taken down. Havoc for the final 2 cleanup kills. And that is perfection with the timing, not only the first bloods, but Havoc, the man responsible for the flank, make sure that he comes in perfectly timed to clean up those last 2 players and shoot them in the back.
Now, something important to note, we obviously mentioned Gen G, flawless in search and destroy. Individually, statistically at least,
oh, it's insane.
It's nuts, right? I think all 5 players fall inside the top, is it 7? I think it is, because there's 4 inside the top 5.
Before yesterday started, they were literally 2 through 5, and Nagafen at 5 was tied with Karma.
Oh, okay.
So however you want to give it. So things have been shaken up just a little bit. I think Gunless has been able to crack in there somewhere, but you got at least 4 players within the top 10, so you're feeling pretty great.
Pretty insane what they've been able to do in search and destroy. As Havoc, one shot, scrambles away with his life. Major Maniac tagged up as he crosses. Spacely, one shot, but OPTIC just not able to find the kills just yet. And a first blood for Major Maniac, surely a second and a third. Havoc with another, and that round was a lot of firing of the weapons, no killing there for OPTIC Gaming. And on the flip side, Gen G just exploit the opening start and take the round.
Blink and you miss it, and once again, it's Havoc coming in the very end in the flank, and not shooting the player in the back that time, but he gets the timing perfect, and that is the man that at Vegas had an outstanding performance in Search and Destroy. I think was like top 3 at the event, and of course you always have to keep an eye on him, but again, as pointed out, it genuinely is just across the board for this team. We'll see how OPTIC Gaming can respond and see if they can get back on defense, but right now, completely switch up a strategy. Last time they went towards B, this time they're pulling out that thermal paladin and looking over towards A.
We talked about snipers. It's going to be Nagafen who's going to be the first to try and change things up a little bit. Of course, he has vision of one OPTIC Gaming player. That was Karma. Havoc's been tagged up as well. Bear that in mind. Nagafen's attention drawn to top window. Not going to spawn on anything just yet, but maybe in a few moments' time, might have some insight. As now is it Havoc's turn to try and make the play. Had the stun, didn't use it. OPTIC Gaming may actually push through. It's going to come down to Mox on the flank to potentially see 2 players from OPTIC Gaming. And this is a round now which is going to be very much based on timing.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mox is out in Narnia, so Major Maniac had to deal with 2, and it looks like the collapse is here. You got 2 players left alive, and, well, Nagafen might be able to find one, takes him down, but has just the entire lobby to deal with. Tries to go for the hero play, and he made it close, but eventually OPTIC Gaming hold on, and, well, that was just the double flank coming in.
Yeah. Nice adjustment there from OPTIC Gaming. Didn't play too slow, decided to be proactive, take the fight to Gen G. The best play from the round, it's going to be Crim6 and his ICR. Impressive.
The double flank coming in, where Mox just leaves and runs to the very back of the map to go for the full flank, which the spot he was going to is a great spot to watch the full flank. You just want to be there when the flank comes in. And again, it all comes down to timing.
Still advantage Gen G. And for Zuma to find his first kill. 0-3 he currently stands. On the flip side, everyone playing relatively well for Gen G as Nagafen whiffs the first snipe. Crim6 will scurry away, but it's Spacely that takes full advantage of the one isolated player. Finds first blood, but it's instantly nullified as TJ finds Havoc. 4 versus 4.
You got Spacely in the mid. Just needs to play his life, honestly. Just do damage. By the way, Nagafen is able to find a pick, but technically traded out, at least with separate players. Nagafen looking to do more damage. 2 players have crossed ahead over towards B. Zoom is still lagging behind. essentially a patient flank coming in. He's got to win the gunfight, though. Nagafen just waiting for his teammates, and he does it perfectly, by the way. Spacely, I think by himself over towards the other bomb site, was just straight up able to pick up 2 kills. So even if Zuma had made the play, he would have been in a rough spot no matter what. And we'll get to take a look at exactly how Spacely got these final 2 kills.
Again, another round that comes down to a cheeky little flank. This time, though, Spacely able to 1v2 OPTIC Gaming in the back of their spawn. Gives Gen G another advantage here in game 2.
And it was on top of that, as well as the first blood finding Crim6, and Nagafen being like, hey, I tried to shoot him. I missed. He's right here. And Spacely's like, oh, free kill, because I have the SOG. I know exactly where he is, can catch him off guard. So from start to finish, a very solid round from Gen G, which, again, undefeated in the game mode. You expect nothing less.
Now on their attacking side, a bit of a B push coming through. Is Crim sniping? I don't think so. Well, the sounds of that fight. It's going to be the ICR, and he wins the first blood. Traded out, though. This bomb will go down. 4 versus 4. Can OPTIC Gaming try and retake? Well, that's a great start. As TJ shuts down Spacely. Zuma thinking about maybe pushing, waiting for his teammates to give him the go-ahead. He's number 6. Keep your eye on that on the minimap. Havoc's going to get shot from behind. He was sandwiched. Now Naga has to make the impressive play. Not even going to be able to find the second. Puts Mox in a pretty rough spot here, Chance.
TJ just going to be sprinting up top. Scump gets the challenge. He knows the pressure's coming in, so he slides out, wins it, has the 200 health, 11 seconds left.
Oh, he's going.
And a player hasn't hopped on bomb. He's only got 8 bullets for the player to hop on. Zuma is defusing. You got to fly out, get the kill, but I don't even know if you have time. Scump takes him down. I appreciate the attempt, but the bomb was not down in the right spot for Mox to be up pop heaven. That's a very nice round from OPTIC Gaming, and you can even see the communication coming in. Player comes on the flank, Scump starts shooting before he fully turns around, knowing that a guy's behind him. And as soon as you take that player down, it doesn't make the round easy, but it definitely helps.
Yep, and this an important gunfight to win as well. Making sure Nagafen only able to trade out his life. Scump playing well here in the search and destroy. OPTIC keeping it close. Gen G still with the advantage though. And OPTIC tie it up in their next round. Quick glance at the map, and you can see the opening strat here. Zuma, number 6, he's going to push wide on the outskirts of the map. Meanwhile, everybody else flying through the middle.
Well, Gen G definitely knows that someone's here. Havoc's able to get the first blood, but the trades are in because OPTIC put a ton of pressure over towards lobby. Spacely by him, well, he has a teammate, but essentially singled out for just a moment. But OPTIC Gaming not even able to get the bomb down. Spacely makes a move, breaks right on through, able to get out with his life. There was just a hole on the map. Spacely found it. Even things up to a 3v3, and obviously Gen G, they know that bomb is down on site.
Problem, however, OPTIC still with resources towards the site. Not being able to pick up the bomb just yet as cluster nade thrown out. Zuma connects with the stun. Spacely is as good as dead. No trades come through, so a minor advantage here for OPTIC. 3 versus 2. Mox makes it a 2v2 though. And Zuma caught out. Karma with a stun of his own, throws it out. Tac Mask is there. Nagafen will be calling for assistance. Mox is deep, but Karma finds a pick anyway. 2v1. Bear in mind, the bomb is still down. Crim pushes straight through, flies at him, ties it up.
And that was a great call from OPTIC Gaming. They knew those 2 players were in the back. They don't feel rushed, despite the fact that there was 20, 25 seconds on the clock. And hey, they're both back here. Karma's keeping him occupied. Crim, just go on the full flank, go as fast as you can. And frankly, even if Karma falls one of those 2 guys, Crim is in a decent spot for the 1v2, depending on the timing he would have gotten. And, well, Karma wins the first one, which makes it just as easy as it could possibly be. So, great call from OPTIC Gaming, not falling under the pressure, even though they did allow Spacely just kind of walk through mid-map and kill the original bomb planner.
Speaking of Karma, currently leading OPTIC Gaming at 6-4. It's Zuma, who started off slow, if you remember, at 0-3, only improved to a 1-5 stat line. And it's Karma, the man we're just talking about, top performer falls for first blood. TJ there to trade though. 4 versus 4. That was bomb as well. So bear that in mind as more trades come through. 3 versus 3. Crim hits the flank once again. 3 versus 1 now. Scump shuts down Havoc. It all comes down to Major Maniac.
1v3. Best of luck. They know exactly where he is. They got a stun as well, which doesn't connect, so might be able to sneak out a little bit. Has a 1v1 gunfight up here as well, and he's got the SOG, and he's able to take that one down. 2 players now hunting. Plenty of time, and he spotted both of them, I'm sure, as well. If not, his teammates told him. Major Maniac is phenomenal in these situations, as difficult as they are.
The fact he's made this look possible is what is so impressive about his individual ability. I think he's just spotted Zuma's shadow as well. Zuma could be in a whole different world of pain. It's a 1v1. He spotted Scumping Connector. 15 seconds, but of course he does need to play around the bomb site. Is he just going to chase?
Oh, this is so smart.
12 seconds. 1v3. Major Maniac. Incredible plays from him. Incredible composure. We talk about it every time we see a moment like that, Chance. It's so difficult in this game to clutch up in those situations. But boy, oh boy, did he play that well.
That's as good as it gets. I mean, even just the kill on Crim6, he's able to just, hey, there's 2 players behind me. I have to fly forward. And it's not even Crim over-challenging. Crim tried to do the right thing and bait out. He didn't really want to take the gunfight because he knows I don't have the great gun for it.
Right.
And then that read, just to get in that corner and wait for Scump to come back and challenge, because in Scump's mind, he's thinking one of 2 things. Either right now Major Maniac is planting that bomb, or he's head glitching the bomb, in which case I can just shoulder peek.
Yep.
And Major Maniac gets there so quickly. So that's beautiful. I think that's like the 3rd 1v3 we've seen. It's not been a lot, and I think Gen.G actually has 2 of them.
Performances like that, which explain exactly why. Advantage Gen.G 4-3. A couple of specialists have been earned. Nagafen with 1. That's going to be the Tempest. Spacely very close to the War Machine. On the flip side, Zuma close to a Tempest. Despite the 106 stat line, Scump, he has his Crash Karma with Grassland. First blood, Major Maniac. He's feeling himself right now. Very confident, that's for sure. 150 points away from streaks. That could honestly seal the deal here in this game.
Yeah, he also gets an Annihilator if he gets another kill or EKIA. Nagafen has a Tempest as well, and that bomb is going down, and you might want to use it just because you essentially need a sniper in this situation. But he's worried about the pressure. He needs the help from his teammates, but 3v4 retake, this bomb is down exactly where OPTIC Gaming wants it.
And at this point, they're probably playing around the streaks, or the potential 4 streaks for Major Maniac. Is he going to get him? Well, he runs into Zuma, who has not had the best map. 25 points, all he needs. Tags up Crim. At this point, an assist, anything, because the round is not on the table whatsoever. You know you're going to have to chalk this up. It's a 3v1. Not enough time for Major Maniac to repeat what we saw last time. But on the bright side here, if you use that Annihilator wisely, you get those streaks.
I mean, honestly, I kind of would have liked for them to have pulled out a specialist to try to go for the retake, because, I mean, again, it would have been incredibly difficult. I'm not saying it's a bad decision, but I always like to see teams when they just go for it. But either way, 25 off streaks, you get the bomb down, you get a couple in your back pocket, or you could do it with the Annihilator, or just the Maddox, because that's been going great for him as well.
Yeah. The problem is, if you're OPTIC Gaming now, how do you stop it? Because you know he has an Annihilator. And based off the information there, him staying alive, you know he's very, very close to streaks. What do? You
could pull out the sniper. That's always an option for an easy pick. I'm not saying I recommend it in this situation, but that's always something nice. If you know where Major Maniac plays, look for that first pick. But no, I think you just got to play the S&D around however it's dealt to you, because streaks not hyper impactful on this map anyway, so you're not. It's not nice that the other team gets them, but that's not your biggest concern. You're more concerned about the specialist usage. So OPTIC Gaming, they're stacking a little bit over towards B. Well, that's where Gen.G is headed.
Important to note, Annihilator popped from Crim, and Gen.G did not give Major Maniac the bomb. The Jiggle Peek comes through.
I was going to say, I think they're trying to sell the bait, but Crim6 barely saw a guy, so they know he's here. Because they are not peeking at all because of the Annihilator. They're trying to drain down the time, but of course, now Crim knows for sure they're stationary. They have not wrapped over towards A, but you're getting close to that Annihilator just being gone. Another shot missed, and yeah, that's it. Annihilator used, you get nothing from it. So played pretty well from Gen.G, but unfortunately they have 0 map control, but they got an Annihilator of their own. He's got 2 streaks, but 28 seconds left. Trying to get that bomb down. Havoc, though, wins the gunfight. It's Karma up top, but Karma has to get past the Annihilator to take down the bomb planter. Good luck with that one.
Karma up top. He does find Havoc and escapes. It's now a 4 versus 2. Major Maniac still with the Annihilator. Couple of shots left, 5 to be precise. Karma trying to cause problems down low. There's the slide. Major Maniac runs out, and Karma just manages just barely to get off the map there, and that was for full streaks.
Hey, I was about to say, in the nick of time as well, but now you do have to deal with the Lightning Strike. You do have to deal with a Hellstorm, which, again, not incredibly impactful on the map, but even just a ping from a Lightning Strike can still be massively helpful. So Just because they're less important on other maps does not mean they are bad to have at all. And of course, he's still playing out of his mind to earn these streaks. Havoc is still playing well to get the kills before he gets the bomb plant. Very good executions right now for Gen G. Trying to keep that streak alive. Undefeated in Search and Destroy in the Pro League.
Trying to do it a little bit differently here with that Game 1 win as well. They've looked great. And Zuma struggling a little bit on this map at 2 and 8. Still a close game, though. And I'm curious to see exactly when that lightning strike is going to be invested. If it's just going to be a ping from Major Maniac. He is, of course, highlighted. There's the ping. Is he going to drop it? No, he's not. The ping forces OPTIC Gaming to maybe reassess their push, and they could be reassessing it right in towards Spacely's War Machine. He's pulled it out. A couple of shots still to give. Time ticking. Has about half of the War Machine left, so he doesn't have to worry too much about the time, and the shots may give away their position. Blind fires the first, doesn't connect.
Well, they got the Hellstorm potentially to push him indoors. By the way, Havoc should now know that he has free clearance to sprint forward, and he's got the Gravity Slam. So you got a War Machine on one side, you got Havoc on the other. Karmic gets dropped as well by the War Machine, and it's looking like it might be all but over. Free kills for Havoc, 2v4 for OPTIC Gaming. And not a lot of time on the clock. TJ gets double challenges. You get the streaks, but it might not matter. Scump is going to fall as well. Undefeated still. And Search and Destroy is Gen G. Cruising along in the series.
Gen G, a masterclass at Search. And shout out to Major Maniac. That 1v3 again.
That was filthy.
So impressive. The composure from him clutches up big time as Gen G 2-0 up in the series for the first time throughout the league. They win map 1. Could it maybe be a